All right, welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections, and welcome to Sin City Muscle Cars. This is Rebecca and Jerry, the owners of Sin City Muscle Cars, and I am so excited because underneath this car cover right here is a 1966 Shelby GT350H. We got ourselves a Hertz Rent-A-Racer. Jerry, Rebecca, would you do the honors and do the unveiling for everyone to see? This is gonna be so cool.
Okay, you ready to see our old rental car?
Yeah, it's just a rental car, right?
It's just a rental car.
That's it, yeah, a Hertz rental car. That is also white. This is one of 50 made. Oh my gosh. Absolutely spectacular. I've only seen two in my life. This is my third one. I saw one at Barrett-Jackson about 2 years ago that sold for I think $135,000. And I saw one this past summer when I was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I was stuck at a red light. I tried to catch the guy, but I couldn't. Unbelievable. Guys, thanks so much for having us here and showing us this. My true emotions when I see this GT350H. It's unreal. Let's do the backstory, because I know people watching it probably know the full backstory, but if you're not familiar, you go back to 1966 and Carroll Shelby wanted to get his product out there on the road more, and Hertz was looking to kind of beef up their sports car rental business. And Shelby, they had the idea of offering these to Hertz. And the story goes is that he sent his sales team there to pitch them to do 100 of these. And they came back and said, Hertz is all in, but they don't want 100, they want 1,000 of them. And roughly about 900 to 950 of them were made. Majority of them are that raven black.
Mm-hmm, with the gold.
With the gold. It is a rarity to get the white, because
so only 50 were made. I don't know how many survived, but this is one of 50. This car has not been touched in 47 years.
No kidding.
So this is like kind of a survivor.
Where did you guys find it?
Oh, it's taken us about 20 years to find one of these things, but actually through a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Who was ready to kind of, take his collection down a bit, and he offered it to us, and we were happy to take it.
Is this your first one? You see, you guys, I mean, so many beautiful cars. You guys also specialize in Mustangs, some beautiful cars. This is your first Rent-A-Racer that you ever owned?
This is our first. We are not touching this one. So when they were resold back, so Hertz rented them out for about a year.
Yeah.
Sold them back to Shelby.
Okay.
Shelby then distributed them amongst the Ford dealerships to resell as used cars. So
funny, it's a used car.
As on a deal.
Right, yeah.
So two owners had it for about a year each. And then the third owner, who is the person that we purchased it from, got it, raced it for 47 years. Every single piece that is on this car is original. So even if he had to repair something, it was repaired back to specs.
No kidding.
True, original, 1966 Shelby Hertz. It's even signed by Carroll Shelby, but he has all the records. I have every single piece of paperwork for what's been done on this car. So it's about 5 big filing files worth.
Has it all.
He has everything.
Can I open it up so Jeannie need a shot of the inside here? So the majority of those cars are that, a lot of people see that raven black, that black one, the black and the gold. There were red ones, there were green ones, there were blue ones as well. Here's the thing though, so the red, blue, and green, when they made them for Hertz, they didn't have the racing stripes on them. So if you see a red one, blue one, or a green one with that racing stripe, that was added after the fact. The white one, the Wimbledon white, that was an option. So there's some out there that don't have the stripe, and there are some there that have the stripe. They did go out there from the factory with the stripe, which is cool that you guys have the stripe on there.
That was one of Hertz's requirements. They wanted their colors on their rental cars.
Which is like the black and gold.
Black and gold, white and gold, yeah. And there were a couple of red and gold ones.
So this interior inside here, this is pretty much all original?
All original. Everything is original to the car. So the owner who had it before us, he was a stickler for originality. He's a true collector. So he didn't want to, put anything new. He didn't want to put anything aftermarket. He really wanted to just keep the car, as it was from the Shelby factory. So it's registered with SAAC. So it's completely fully documented with SAAC.
Okay.
It'll be at the Win Concourse this fall. So if anybody wants to come check her out, she'll be at Win Concourse November 2nd. With a whole bunch of other collector cars.
I like how you have the Hertz keychain on there as well. That's so neat. You have the Cobra steering wheel, the Cobra on the tack right there. radio option in here. When they first sent them out, there were 4 speeds, but I think people couldn't handle the 4 speeds.
It's a 3-speed C4.
Okay, so they were manual. Some manuals that were out there, people were burning out the clutches, so the rest went automatically.
Very few manuals.
It was a rental car, so you could imagine, they had to worry a little bit about how they were coming back.
You go back to 1966, it was $17 a day and 17 cents a mile is what they charged, which seems really cheap, but if you run inflation, that's about $164 a day and $1.50 a mile today.
Which still sounds cheap to rent a Shelby.
It's true.
To rent a Shelby, yeah.
Can we see under the hood?
Yeah, sure.
Jerry, let you guys do the honors. What do you guys think of this? Such a rare thing to have the Hertz Rent-A-Racer, but the fact that we got a white one here, a 1 of 50.
And Shelby, when he sold them to Hertz, he didn't, downgrade anything. He kept it a true Shelby with the Shelby spec. So it's still the 289, 306 horsepower motor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jerry, what are we looking at? Tell everyone,
It's
educate us
a
what we're looking
Hypo.
at.
It's a Hypo 289 that was built by Shelby. Came original with the headers. Usually they didn't come with headers. All of them came with exhaust manifolds, but the Shelbys came with the tri-Y headers.
There's stories too of people that would rent these on a Friday, install a roll cage because they're taking it to a track, and return it on a Monday with a roll cage inside there, which is crazy. But also so many people would also take parts from these. There's stories of full engine swaps as well.
We've heard of that.
Which is nuts. So it's really cool to have one that's still fully intact.
Yeah, he did a great job preserving the car.
Unreal. Rebecca, we were talking before we started filming that some of them have the 350H and then some of them don't. You mentioned yours doesn't have the H. I'm seeing it now here for the first time. There's no H here.
So originally they did come with the H, the 350-H for the Hertz. When the third owner purchased it, he got it repainted. At the time, 47 years ago, these cars were worth nothing. So the person who painted it said, do we really need the H? It's, it was a rental car, let's just leave it like this as a Shelby. Because it was more desirable back then to just have like a regular Shelby than the rental car. Little did we know, now, this is almost a cult item, but that's why the H was left off. And being how this paint hasn't been touched for 47 years, we're not about to start touching things.
No, exactly. I would keep it.
Yeah.
But I have heard stories that some of the first ones that did go out from the factory didn't have the H. So there are ones that are out there that are still all original that don't have the H. So I don't think it's a bad thing not to have the H. It's 1 of 50.
Yes, it's one of those things that, it's been like this for 47 years, and we plan on keeping it that way.
And the whole Rent-A-Racer name, that didn't come till years later too. It was a Shelby GT350 that you were renting, and that Rent-A-Racer moniker came years later.
And now Hertz brought it back. So now Hertz has the new Rent-A-Racers.
Yeah.
And you can rent the new Shelbys.
So you can get one now. I think they brought it back in 06, 16, and they've got it now today, right? Yep. Oh my gosh. Can we see in the trunk?
Where's the...
Back here in the back here, the GT350, the Cobra. What do you guys think of this? With the white, they had the ivy green, the candy apple red, the sapphire blue, and the raven black. Out of all these colors, I think the white really pops. Is this the original spare tire?
Yeah.
Yep. How is there's no rust in the body?
It's always been garaged. So it's always been driven, but it's always been garaged.
And it's been in California the past 40-something years, yeah.
So neat. Are they stamped as far as what number it is, as to if they made 936 of them? Do we know if this is like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50?
Yeah, so this is actually number 1230 out of the about 2,800 total Shelbys made that year. This is number 1230.
No kidding.
So that number is actually on the Shelby tag.
Okay.
Which is how you know it's a true Shelby and not like a
knockoff.
Someone's,
Yeah, because there's plenty of knockoffs out there. And then back here too, this was designed to help cool the brakes back here.
Yep,
the vents.
that's actually functional.
Yeah, I can see right here.
Yep.
Gene, have you seen inside here? Can you guys see that inside there? It's actually, functional. Is it fiberglass or is the hood steel?
Fiberglass.
It is fiberglass.
Yes.
That's why you have the hood pins.
There's only like 100 of them that were made with fiberglass.
So it's pretty cool.
Am I right on that? Let me know if I'm right on that, because that's doing some research. I read there's only 100 of them that had the fiberglass.
So if you want to, I don't know if you want to
thought all of
see.
them
So
came.
I have some cool stuff.
Oh, no. We may edit that out.
Just edit it out, yeah. I think all of them came fiberglass.
So this is one of the original Hertz ads.
Whoa.
So this is how Hertz used to, yeah.
And then that was like the poster child, the Raven Black. Mm-hmm.
That was the most popular color.
Let's go through these. What are some of the other
So
documents?
this is the original invoice from Shelby American. So this is this car.
March 16th, 1966.
Yep, and this is the one.
Okay.
And then you have here, selling it to Barrington Motor Company, $2,600 each.
Oh my gosh. So this was
So these are-
new, or this is
So
after
this
it's
is
done?
after Hertz.
67,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
So-
now this is where it gets Shelby refurbished them
Oh, they did?
and
Okay.
sold them. Yeah, after the year of being a rental car, they got sent back to Shelby. They went back through, refurbished them, and then sent them back to Ford to resell as used cars.
For
So this is
$2,600.
Yep. So that's the invoice.
Wild. What's over here more?
And this is just more of documenting
Yeah.
which vehicles went to where.
It's crazy to think. I wonder how many people actually.
This is the one going to Hertz. So this is big
Okay.
invoice to Hertz.
I think they show the colors there as well. You have the
yeah,
colors all the way on the
blue,
right.
white,
yeah.
black. Yeah.
And that's March of '66.
Look at that. Miami, Florida, Chicago,
Yeah.
Boston, Hartford, Syracuse. I wonder how they picked the cities that they went to. The options?
Yep, these
Yeah.
were price list, 66, 67. Yeah, this is in the Shelby registry.
So does that have does that have the H? It's hard to see.
No, by
No,
the
see,
time,
yeah.
yes.
Because not all of them came with that H.
Let's see, by the time, oh, this is the original ad where the third owner found the car. He even kept the ad.
Really?
He kept literally every single piece of paper associated with this car.
February 18th, 1970, the Sunday LA Times. Beyond cool. I know we're inside, but could we start it? Maybe pop open the garage, or I'm fine.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's start this thing up.
You know, it's amazing, like, you know, I was even talking to Jerry the other day, like just even the way the doors close, like it's still like a new car. Like it's the way they're
Jerry,
built.
your brother right there, right? How are you, boss? Amazing work on cars over there. And what do you think of this collection inside here? This is a rare treat to be inside Sin City muscle cars. So many unbelievable cars. Some of these cars will be at SEMA coming up here in a couple weeks, as will I.
You know, I'm gonna open the door for air just so that it gets.
Now, which key is it? These keys are weird. They look like your the 69, 68s.
How are you, man?
See, boss, how are you? Great, man. Great, excellent. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's nice.
It survived countless trips to the drag strip.
Yeah.
Like it's really. We're gonna start it for a while. I'll show you, look. These are some of his old times. He used to write notes. About what he was reading. Yeah. Cool, right? So you don't wanna. But I have like pages of this. It's crazy.
Sensory overload. All the documents that you have, the sound of this. Sounds great.
Oh, it sounds real good. Oh,
How
yeah.
does it handle?
What, like a new car.
Does it
it's,
really?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
How does it brake? How's the braking on it?
Not so great.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's good.
Doesn't stop. It slows down.
Yeah.
That's what it's made to do. Slow down.
But a lot of people, when they rented these in '66, they would had a sign on the dash telling people you really need to hit this brake.
No, it's a wonder this car survived because the braking is it's a little scary.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca.
Thanks for
sharing
stopping
this.
by.
Thank you so
Great
much.
seeing you again. Pleasure.
Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of this car, but if you're in Las Vegas, win concourse, this will be out there on the golf course, and just an unbelievable treat to see a one of 50 Shelby Rent-A-Racers from 1966. Incredible. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the show. We appreciate it.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.